It is Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Saturday crossword today, so we might be facing a tricky, themeless crossword. It'll almost certainly be themeless, and it may be tricky, and I think that might actually be the case because I popped my head into the Daily Solve Discord chat server, and it did seem like some people were having a bit of trouble with this one. We'll see how that goes for me today. And today's possibly tricky edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Orange Piku, Chelsea B, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Patchett. Thank you so much to those four benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. It is, of course, only thanks to their generous support that this channel is able to keep going after these months and years. Thank you so much to them and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. There are bonus videos there, of course, available to patrons, and they call for questions for the upcoming bonus video Q&A for patrons. So thanks to everybody who supports the channel in that way. And now let's get on to the crossword, shall we? This is a construction by Blake Sloniker, who's constructed around a dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It's a Saturday themeless crossword, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. One of 843 in New York's 50 across. Could it be acres in Central Park? It fits. Prospect Park would be too long. Yeah, let's try that. Soft shade. I don't know. One of 4 tarot suits. Cups is a tarot suit. I don't know very much about the tarot, but I definitely have heard of, the Knight of Cups, things like that. Half of Live with Kelly and Mark. Don't really know what that's about. I mean, it's a show, it's a talk show or something, I assume. Delightful locales. Edens, maybe? Eagle pose for one. Okay, that would be a yoga asana, a yoga pose. So what's the soft shade? Don't know why I can't see that. Riga? Foreign exchange. End of a set in mathematics. Okay, not sure about those. Decapod with 3 pairs of claws. 3 pairs of claws. Sure, this will seem obvious when it goes in. I'm not sure offhand. Give me a sec. I don't know. Sprinkle with oil, say. Anoint. You anoint someone with holy oil, say. No, that doesn't. Never mind. Bless. Same idea. Let's see. Give me a sec. BRB. Be right back. Or be right there, maybe. Laxity. Sort of, lack of sternness or lack of strictness. What would it be? I can't think. Likened. Compared, or blessed could be wrong. Like most of Mauritania and Malaysia religiously. Sunni Muslim probably. Foreign exchange. This is clearly a pun. I just can't see what it is. Right. Drenched, soaked. Okay, that works. End of a set in mathematics. What about this? Smooths. Could that not be Sunni? Smooths. I mean, it probably ends with an S. Sea foam. Oh, spume, I think is a word for sea foam. I think that's probably right. Poked. Not sure. Number of Academy Award nominations for Best Actor received by Laurence Olivier. Is it going to be the sort of trick question and it's none or something like that? It could be none, 4, or 9, I guess, are the 4-letter words that would fit. Well, likened could end with ed, which would make this none or 9. Actually, either one of those would be like this, which would be helpful. Okay, what is the decapod? Why can't I see this? Oh, a prawn, probably. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, prawns have those little pairs of little claws. Foreign exchange. This doesn't look great, does it? Maybe drenched is sodden. That looks better to me. That looks better. Smooth as sands. There we go. That's better. End of a set in mathematics. Operand? No. Ampersand. No. Okay, unless cups is wrong. Oh, no. Ampersand would still be not long enough anyway. Upper bound. Ah, there we go. Okay. The upper bound of a set. The highest one. Okay. So soft shade is aqua, soft blue. For some reason, I was thinking of off-whites or sort of earth tones. No reason I should have been thinking about that. Foreign exchange, quid pro quo. There we go. See, a quid pro quo is sort of an exchange in kind, but it's foreign because it's a foreign language. There we go. It's Latin. So then, Kelly Ripa. That's a name I remember from being around ages ago. I guess maybe she still is on television. I mean, I'm sure she's still around in general sense. Laxity, looseness. Yes, there we go. Booze. Sweetie pies, right. So boo not in the sense of booing somebody, not in the sense of heckling, but in the sense of a term of endearment. Greenland. Oh, Ireland, Ira. I feel like I mispronounce this every time I say it. Ira. I need to sort that out. So it was 9. I figured it probably would be the high number, but you never know. Sometimes people pose questions like that specifically to fake you out, and it's the thing you wouldn't have expected. But there we go. 9 nominations for Laurence Olivier. All right, Chris, formerly of SNL. I don't recognize this name, I don't think. It could be Red. I mean, that's a name with 2 Ds. Beverage that Ray Charles once touted as the right one, baby. I don't know. Poked. Nudged? Yeah, there we go. Actress Kelly of Netflix's 3-Body Problem. Okay, I've not seen this. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have no idea. It borders Canada for 45 miles. There we go. Relatively short border with Idaho. Yeah, I don't know. Opening on a frozen lake. An ice hole for ice fishing, I guess. Anthony Blank, author of 2021's Cloud Cuckoo Land. Oh, is it Anthony Doerr? I mean, he's certainly a novelist. Let's see. Okay, I still don't know that. Many a sports bet, right? An over/under sports bet. So many a sports bet would be the over would be an example. Outdoor setting for Plato's Academy. Oh, an olive grove. That sounds right. I think Plato's Academy is the one that had inscribed on the entrance, above the entrance, something like, if he who has no knowledge of geometry, do not enter here, something like that, which I think is an incredible thing to put on your academy, on your school. Anyway, loll, to loll around, to vegetate, to just relax. Did a number say? You sang. You sang a musical number. Sister's commitments. Vow. Sister in the sense of a religious, member of a religious order. A nun takes religious vows. C47 across. Let's see it. With 10 down, again, in Acapulco. Otra something, or Otra? Shady shelter. An arbor, trees. Ultravia, or something like that. Essayist who wrote, this will be Elia. Essayist who wrote, if you rest my words beyond their fair construction, it is you and not I that are the April Fool. Right. Famous essayist, Elia. Is Elia Charles Lamb? Is that the pen name of Charles Lamb? I think that might be right. Don't fill that out on any exams without checking. Cab driver. A wine? Yeah, it is a wine cellar. Because they're driving, I guess, in the sense of hawking, or maybe even driving from location to location. Cabernets. That's a very funny clue. Howard, who wrote A People's History of the United States. This is Howard Zinn. That I do know. So, right. So, Otrave. Okay, Otraves? Oh, boy, how do I not even know? But there we go. That means, what was it, another time or again in Spanish. Okay, precious in Italy, cara. There we go. That would be the feminine form of, precious or dear in Italian. Beverage that Ray Charles once touted as the right one. Oh, Diet Pepsi. That must be the only thing that fits here. Kind of butter used in lotions. Shea butter you do hear about being used in lotions. Lama, e.g., would be a holy man, maybe? A priest. Ruthless Records co-founder. Well, I was going to say I have no idea, but I do have an idea. Maybe it's Kanye West. Sky Shade. Excuse me. Azure? Maybe this isn't Kanye? Oh, yeah, maybe it's not. Okay, that was just a guess based on the YE at the end, but it's not. Oh, Easy-E. That'll be it. That makes more sense to me as well. Okay, I think that'll be right. It'll be Easy-E, so then this is Azure. Okay, good. Toothache medication. I don't know. What do you take for toothache? Paracetamol or something? I don't know. What about this? Medium for some ephemeral art. A whiteboard? White? I know, it doesn't make sense. Many Haitians. It seems vague. I wonder what that's referring to. Eponym of a renamed New York City bridge. Okay, I'm not sure offhand. Certain miniature vehicle informally. A trike? Like a tricycle? I don't know. Telekinetic intimidation tactic used in the Star Wars universe. Oh. Is it what Vader does at the beginning of Star Wars? Uses the Force to choke that guy on Princess Leia's spaceship. Force choke. I strongly suspect that's right, but let's see. Eponym of a renamed New York City bridge. Oh, JFK? Offering to a teary person. A Kleenex or something? Or handkerchief? Or I don't know. Stony. Not sure. Many Haitians. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Transit options since 2000. Acela? Is that one the Acela, the sort of putatively high-speed rail line in the U.S. Northeast Corridor? Is that when that opened, perhaps? Could be. Medium for some ephemeral art. What is this? Sand, or what else would be an ephemeral art medium? I'm not sure. Lead role in 1978's La Cage aux Folles. I don't know. I've seen The Birdcage, which is, I love that film, and that's essentially a sort of a remake of this, although it was totally, the setting and everything was changed. Elaine May wrote The Birdcage, but I've never read or seen the original play, La Cage aux Folles. Okay, there's no point in me sitting here trying to think because I'm not going to guess. Charles Blank, founder of Cablevision and HBO. I have no idea. Okay, need another way in here. Toothache medication. Don't know. Exhibit hoppiness. Is it something like hops in beer? Or no, it'll be hopping like jumping, because jump for joy. There we go. Exhibit hoppiness. You jump for joy. Very good. So toothache medication is... Well, that didn't help as much as I would have expected it to. Disappearing ink, Trajan, doesn't make any sense. Disappearing ink vessel, eraser, something. Red Square presence since 1924. Lenin, right? Yeah, Lenin is interred there still. Very strange. Or I guess more accurately, on display. So what is this then? I feel like I must have something wrong. Is Easy-E with two E's? No, that looks wrong. It's definitely this way. Toothache medication, or I guess three E's is what I meant to say. Oh, some kind of gel. Oh, is this not... No, this has got to be jump for joy. Huh. I don't know how to finish this. Medium for some ephemeral art. Oh, latte art. In the foam, drawing in the foam. Oops, I'm going to sneeze. One sec. Okay, the sneeze dissipated, so unpause the video. All right. Yogurt braised Indian entree. Huh, what is that? Korma. Ah, yes. Okay, a korma, like a lamb korma or something like that. Get on. To board a ship, for instance. Dutch soccer club that shares its name with a cleaning brand, right? Ajax is indeed a Dutch football club. All right, 52 down, go with korma. Rice or roti? Roti, bread. There we go. Causes of some laundry mishaps. Dyes, yeah, some dye stained the clothing. So disappearing ink vessel, eraser mate. Oh, is that a sort of whiteout competitor? So it's a vessel, it's a container of the substance that is used to make ink disappear by whiting it out. That must be it. Okay, so X or Y often is an axis on a graph. Great. Heat transfer, question mark. What's the pun? I don't know. Not sure. They cut bouts short for short. A TKO, technical knockout, in a boxing match. Only player with 2 numbers retired by the LA Lakers. I don't know. Is that because they came out of retirement or something? Or they transferred back to that team after having left it? I don't know. Booth in, is it Kobe Bryant? Because booth in Times Square, there's the tickets booth in Times Square spelled this way, TKTS in New York. That I definitely recognize. So this must be. Would that be normal to? There's usually, when you only refer to someone by their first name, there's usually an indicator in the clue to suggest that. So maybe this is wrong? I don't know. No, it seems right. Superlative ending is ist, as in biggest. Heat transfer, I don't know what that's about. Counterpart of PIs or please, PLS, please and thanks in text language. Right, okay. Offering to, it was Kleenex. Offering to a teary person is a Kleenex box, a whole box of tissues. Okay, so the heat transfer is a sext, right? So heat in the sense of kind of raciness or what have you. Okay, sent over text message. All right. So eponym of renamed New York City Bridge. Yeah, it was JFK. That's what I thought. So a certain miniature vehicle informally is, I don't know, stony, cold. Many Haitians. Why do I not see what the... Oh, Creole. Oh, Creoles. Creole. Okay. That's what it is. Okay, that took me some time, didn't it? Is this stony? This doesn't seem right. Oh, no, it's sorry, it's RFK. RFK. There we go. Sorry, it's not JFK. It's RFK. It's brother. Okay, so there we go. So the certain miniature vehicle informally is the RC car, the radio-controlled car. And then, Renata, maybe? No. That wouldn't make sense. It would be a male character, surely. Charles Dolan, maybe it is that. I have no idea what this is. Toothache medication. Aerogel? Oragel? Oh, maybe Oragel for oral. Renato would make more sense to me. There's a role in that play. So it was. All right. Well, there were quite a few proper nouns in here, not just names, but other things like brand names. We had Renato, Oragel, Kobe, RFK, Acela is a proper noun, Red. Oh, Marlowe. I never went back to this. Actress Kelly Marlowe. I don't even know if it's Marlowe Kelly or Kelly Marlowe, but of Netflix's Three Body Problems. Yeah, we had Ilya, Zin. Wow. Sunni is essentially a proper noun. Ajax. Repa. Wow. Dolan. They really were all over this puzzle. Shay, Shay can be a name. In this case, it wasn't. So this was not a proper noun. But yeah, wow. Lenin, yeah. Well, this is extremely extremely disproportionately high quantity of proper nouns in the puzzle, and some of them crossing each other, like Renato and Oragel, which was a bit of a guess for me, although I figured probably the lead role in La Cage aux Folles would be a male name, so this seemed more likely to me, but Oragel, boy, I had no clue about that. And then it seemed like, well, the O is probably right because aura is probably referencing oral care for the mouth. So, I mean, that was sort of a slightly educated guess, but it was still a guess. And there we go. That was an interesting Saturday puzzle. I mean, it really was the proper nouns that I think that made it tricky for the most part. Not entirely, but for the most part. Yeah, let me know how you fared with this one. Very curious to know. I mean, I did see some reactions already in the Daily Solve Discord chat server, so I did slightly expect many proper nouns, but there were more than I expected nonetheless. All right, there we go. I'll be back tomorrow for the Sunday crossword, a big themed grid. Join me for that, but until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.